Hey y'all, it's Diane with Shellcraft One and my old barn door, and I am working on my Halloween journal, and I want to do the cover because once I get so far in making my journals, and once I usually like to put my journals together first before I decorate them. Because when you start adding all the goodies in, it adds to the thickness of the journal. You know, these are pretty thick already, and it makes it, for me, it makes it a little harder to sew in the signatures with the bulk. So normally I go ahead and sew in the signatures and then I add the bulk. But I didn't this time because I wanted to do something kind of different with the cover this time. And I love how the journal just barely fits in the cover because I want the journal to feel like it's busting at the seams, like it's, just so stuffed and so full that it's overflowing, so to speak. So I didn't do the cover first because I didn't really know yet what I wanted to do. But now I kind of think I know. So we're just going to run with it. We are going to do a mixed media cover, and I'm going to have it stacked and different layers on it. So this might be a little bit longer of a video than I normally do, or I may have to break it up into 2 videos. I don't know. So we'll just see how our time goes and kind of decide from there. So with that being said, let's just get started. I'm going to start with the base of the cover because I want to grunge it up. I want it to be really grungy and dirty looking. Not really dirty looking. Y'all know what I mean. Grungy looking. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by doing some inking. So I don't know how this is going to turn out. We're just going to kind of play as we go. So I'm just going to start. I got fuzzies on my ink. I'm just going to get some ink on my ink pad, and we're just going to start with the edges. I'm not going to be real careful at all with it. I'm leaving this together right now, but I am going to cut this spine out. The spine's going to be cut out, and we're going to build a bigger spine. I don't know that I'll do that on video simply because there's really kind of no point in me doing it on video. But I'm leaving it together right now because I kind of want the front and the back to be, kind of uniform. So I just kind of wanted to do this part together. And I think I'm just going to swap some ink all over. Maybe swap some ink here. I love that it's a canvas cover because a lot of times when you have the canvas covers, stuff sticks to it a little better than like the shiny covers. Like this is a shiny cover. So I'll have to cover this before I can do my work on it. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit. I'm going to keep this spine because I have plans for the spine. I may put the spine back on the journal. I don't know yet. It's just going to kind of have to all come together as we go. So now I got ink all over me. All right. So I think the next thing I want to do, because this cover is not going to show a whole lot, because I'm going to do some layers. Actually, this cover is going to show because here's my idea. I want to take this cover, I'm going to cover it. I'm going to cover this cover, and then I'm going to make it to where it sits here, but I want it to open. Okay, so it will actually open, and there will be something in here. So I've got to decide what I want to be in here. I don't really think I want it to be like a pocket. I just want it to be, I don't know, maybe something cute. Not real sure. Seriously, y'all, I'm flying by the seat of my pants here, so bear with me. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and cover this one. And I like the fact that this This came from this little, it was just a little booklet that had, you know, lined pages in it. And I'm going to tear these out. I think I want to use this piece here because this is a magnet to that piece, you see. So I think I want to, I might even, well, we're just going to go step by step and see where we get. See where it takes us. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, let's pull this thick piece out of here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and cover this with, actually one of the pages, it's a book page from this book. So I'm going to set this to the side, move my mixed media mat, and let's work with this one for a second. So this is the original, excuse me, this is the original book, and I'm hoping that I've got a page that, oh, look how cute. Oh, you know, I might need to use this. Huh. Okay, well, I think that was meant to be, kind of. What do y'all think? All right, I'm just going to cut this out. And again, I have no idea what I'm doing, so this is probably not going to be a tutorial. It's going to be more like a craft with me. Because I ain't trying to teach anybody anything. I'm just playing and seeing where this gets me. It may get me nowhere. This video may never show up on my channel. That's super cute. But that really is more for a fall journal. Okay, so I'll save that for, because I'm going to do a fall journal. When I finish this Halloween journal, I'm going to do a fall journal. So I was just trying to kind of, I love these book pages because they're that real soft, matte type of a book page. And so I was just kind of looking to see if there was one that I liked particularly more than the other, but I don't really think that there's going to be. Probably not. I'm thinking I want to do one that's just words, that just has words on it. I don't see anything that's, you know, kind of Halloween-y. If that's a word. I don't even know that that's a word. Okay. So let's just take this one. Okay. Those can go in the garbage because they are ripped. Y'all, there's absolutely no room on my desk for anything else. If y'all could see my desk, you would probably go just about as crazy as I'm ready to go. Okay, let's see. What I want to do is keep this to where it'll fold around the cover. But on this side of it, I don't think I'm going to need it to fold around because I'm going to have to build up a hinge over here with some cardstock to attach it to that other cover. So I think what I'm going to do is just kind of fold it over, and then I'll put a different color page in here. So this needs to be scuffed up a little bit, and now I'm trying to remember where I put my sandpaper. Hang on, let me find it. Okay, I found it. I'm going to sand the cover of this book just so that the glue will stick to it good, but I am not going to do it on camera because it's a terrible noise and I know y'all don't want to listen to that, so hold on for me. Okay, so I've sanded it and I've covered it, and I didn't cover the inside, and I didn't glue this portion right here because this is kind of where I want to put the hinge, and I'm not exactly sure yet how I want to put the hinge on there. So I'm going to work on that now. I want something that's going to be strong enough for this to be opened and closed quite a bit. So that's my dilemma, and I'm trying to think of a specific type of material. I'm thinking Tyvek, so I need to go find some Tyvek. I think I had a Tyvek envelope that came in the mail. I think I can cut it up. Hang on and let me go find it. Okay, I changed my mind on the Tyvek. I think I want to use this. This is some fabric that I dyed a long time ago, and it sat in a drawer and I forgot about it. And I was trying to see if I could still smell it. What I did was I coffee dyed it real grungy, and I used cinnamon and coffee grounds, and I just made it super, super grungy. And I think I want to use this for the hinge. Looks like I've cut some stuff out of it, but you see how grungy that is with the cinnamon? It's a little messy, so I need to kind of take it outside and shake it off, I guess. But I'm going to just take a piece. Let me see. That won't be big enough. But I think I want like this piece because it's good and grungy. So just trying to get a measurement here. I think if I do this, I'm just going to tear this strip off, and I'd rather tear too much than not enough. That way I can have some to play with if I make a mistake. Okay. So I'm just going to put that back in there. That cinnamon gets everywhere. Look at that. Cinnamon and coffee grounds. Let me get a wipe and wipe that off. Okay. So now I have this piece cut the way I want it. And I want this to be real messy. And so I don't want it to be like the right length or the right size or whatever. I just kind of want it to be kind of messy. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to glue it here. But before I do that, I think I'm going to take some black ink and just ink this up a little. I just kind of wanted to get real creative with this cover. Play with it and have fun with it. And just kind of see where it led us. So, that's what we're doing. We're just having fun. I'm going to even ink the inside of it. Even though I don't know if that will show. I just don't know yet. So, we're going to do it just in case. Okay, now this. Trying to get to the part that's going to bend. See how that's going to be like a little hinge right there? And so I want this part right here to have ink on it too. I don't know that it will show, but I want to have it there just in case it does show. This gets messy, but that's okay. I don't mind the messy. Alright, and we're just going to put a little bit of black on there. Okay. Now I'm just going to put a strip of glue there. Okay, I'm just going to kind of glue it right there for now because I've got to figure out where I want it, you know, to bend, where I want the hinge to bend. Whoops. Okay. So we're just going to kind of lay that right in there. that. I think this was actually an old sheet. So this is like the hem of the sheet. And I'm good with that because I'm probably going to put like some lace or something right here. I want it to be real lacy and real grungy. Just having some fun with it, y'all. I'm just having some fun with a Halloween journal. Okay, so that's how that's going to go. I'm just trying to kind of see how the spine's going to line up right here. I might need to put some glue here just to hold that fabric down some. I hope this turns out like I can see it in my head, sort of. So I hope it turns out the way I envision it. And I hope y'all have fun with it if y'all make one. Okay. We're going to do that like that. And then I'm just going to smooth this over that glue. Okay. Alright, so I think that gives me a pretty good hinge. I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on the inside of this right here so that it doesn't separate like that now that I know how I'm going to do my hinge. So, ooh, I forget that this glue comes out really fast. Okay. So we're just going to press that into that glue and give it a second to dry. I still got coffee grounds everywhere and cinnamon. Coffee grounds and cinnamon. Okay. Let's get some of this off of here. All right. Now, here's where the decision making process starts. Because I have to decide. I think while I let this dry, I'm going to let that dry for a minute. We're going to bring this back. And I'm going to put my mixed media mat under it. Because I want to do some ink sprays on this. Even though most of it's probably going to be covered up. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm just trying to get some stuff out of my way on my desk. I've got entirely too much on my desk right now. Okay, so let me grab my little board here to protect everything on my desk. Hopefully that doesn't block y'all's light too bad. And then I'm just going to take some ink sprays. I definitely want this grayish black. So let's go ahead and spray some of that. I definitely want to get the edges good. Not really worried about the spine. And then on the back of it, I'm just going to spray a little. And it doesn't have to have a whole lot. And then I think I want to add a little bit of colors to the front. Just a little. So maybe, I think I want to do some, this is a sweet violet purple teal. I think I want to do a few sprays of this. Get this shook up real good. Okay, and I'm just kind of holding up my little cloth over here to keep spray from going everywhere. And I don't want to do, ooh, we're getting a very purple. And I just kind of want big sprays. Okay. Where did my lid go? There it is. And now I think I want, this is called hydrangea blue. So I think I want a little bit of this, and definitely want some green. I've got some green in here somewhere, I think. Yeah, I do. Okay. So again, I just kind of want big sprays. Yeah. We'll do a few on the back cover. There we go. I always end up losing my lids. Alright, now before I spray the green on here, because sometimes green can make mud, I'm going to dry this with my heat tool, and then we'll come back with the green. So hang on for me. Okay, so now we're going to add the green. And I kind of want it in big splotches too. I know that it's kind of covering. Ooh. There we go. Okay. I know I spent a lot of time on that since we're not going to probably see most of that, but it's going to be worth it. Alright, so I'm going to scoot this out of the way. And I'm going to pause and dry this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got this dry. My thought process is this is going to be a hinge here. And then I'm going to cut this off here. I'm going to cover this, and it's going to be a hinge here, and it'll close, and it'll hit that magnet, and it's a magnetized closure. So I'm going to need to take this big piece or this chipboard piece out of here. That might be the tricky part, is trying to get this out. And I'm really not worried about this paper because this is going to be covered anyway. So we're just going to go ahead and tear this off. I'm probably doing this the hard way, but I'm just figuring this out as I go. Just having fun with it. Okay, so that way it takes away the bulk of that, but it still leaves me a hinge to work with. So see, if we put that there, then it's going to close like that. So now what we have to figure out is what we want to see when we open it up to the inside. We also have to go ahead and build our spine so we know kind of how much room we have. So I think what I'll do is stop the video here and just make it maybe 2 parts, hopefully 2 parts. We'll see how far we get in the next one. And that way, you know, it's not taking me forever to upload the video, and I can kind of do some things to figure out what I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and cover this, probably in the newsprint or the book page as well. And then I'll build the spine, and then we'll come back and we'll finish doing our decoration and figuring out how we're going to decorate the cover. So hopefully this wasn't too awful boring for y'all. I mean, I know we've just, you know, played with mixed media stuff and sprays and things like that, but I don't know. Hopefully it's not so super boring. So anyways, I'll go ahead and cut the video off here. We'll come back in the second video and hopefully get to finish the cover. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment box below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me if you will. And y'all have a great day. Big hugs.